Hey, I'm Epiphany. I help women heal loud, love soft, and reclaim their voice. So today we're talking about emotional boundaries in relationships specifically, what they are, why they matter, and how they literally shift your whole life. I'm reading from my notes. Okay, so what emotional boundaries are. Emotional boundaries are the invisible lines that protect your feelings, your energies, and your peace. If you ever felt drained after a conversation, anxious from always being the fixer, or guilty for just needing space, girl, that's a sign that you need that you need boundaries inside of your relationship. Oh, it's 555, y'all, angel numbers. Okay. It's a sign that your boundaries are clearly being crossed, okay? So it sounds like how you can stand up is like, I'm not available for this right now. Or I need time to process this before responding. I really like that one. Key point, boundaries aren't walls. They're clarity. So why they're so important? Why are boundaries so important, y'all? Without emotional boundaries, we overgive, over-explain, and slowly abandon ourselves to keep the peace. That's how burnout, resentment, and emotional exhaustion creep in. Setting boundaries isn't about pushing people away. It's about protecting your capacity to show up in your relationships as your best and healthiest self. I really like that. When you honor your needs, you stop performing. Wait a minute. Okay. When you start honoring your needs, you stop performing strength and start practicing real self-respect. How to start practicing them? Start by checking in with your body. Do you feel tense, anxious, or resentful around certain people? That's a big clue. Next, try using I statements like, I feel overwhelmed when I'm the only one planning things, so I need more support. You can be kind and still hold your line. Boundaries don't hurt relationships, they heal them. They filter out what's draining and making room for what is aligned for you. Boundaries are how I reclaimed my peace and showed myself more respect in my own life. My goal is to teach women to do the same. Encourage care and courageousness, because as women we've been taught you can't necessarily hold a boundary for yourself without it being looked at as negative. Yeah. I created a worksheet specifically to help you call out when people are weaponizing their incompetence, so that you can acknowledge the imbalances in your environment. And once you acknowledge them, then you're able to say, well, I don't like this. I want to change it. What can I do next? You take the Reclaiming Your Power course that I also created in my website, honeyandhandshealing.com. Once you acknowledge the ways people have been disrespecting you by putting most of the load on your shoulders, you're able to, like I said, acknowledge these things, hold others accountable, and hold yourself accountable, and create the room for empowerment in your life. Ultimately, bringing about changes that allow the weight to be lifted off of your shoulders. But yeah, this is my take on boundaries, emotional boundaries inside of relationships. I hope this helps. I hope that you enjoyed it. I know it was a lot of note reading, but yeah, I wanted to be more precise about this because this wasn't something that I necessarily had growing up. So, yeah.